Welcome back, everyone. It's been a few weeks, but we are back and we are live with another amazing episode of Echoes of the Astral Sea here. We got a few minutes before Dayton joins us here, so I'm going to take this time to say thank you to everyone that has been tuned in for last week's episode, the rerun, and tonight's live session. It all would not be possible without all you guys. Thank you so much. Big shout out to our partners over at Adams Family Gaming. They are the new home for all our merch. So go over there, check them out, get some stuff for the holidays. And who knows, maybe I will jump on sometime this week on our Instagram and do some giveaways too. Oh, Big Mark, like Superman. Like Superman, he's got it. Yes, go check them out. That's etsy.com/shop/Adams with a Z, Family Gaming. Grab you some tabletop merch and some D&D merch for the holidays, and grab some DDC merch and tell them Big Mash you sent you. Tell them the whole club sent you tonight. Every single one of us. We got a great episode for you tonight, and I'm very excited to share it with you. I got some big news for myself personally, and it's kind of crazy. I'm going to share it with the club because we got a minute here. I recently started to attend school again. So, hey, thank you. So I am officially Billy Madison. I'm the 38-year-old student going to Full Sail University, and I got to say, it's been a lot of fun and cool experience, and I've never gone to school before, so it's fun. And I just want to take some time and let everyone know that, it's never too late. You're never too old to go back and get an education and start broadening your horizons and learning more. And that's what I'm doing over there, and it's been super fun. I can't wait to share with everyone everything I'm learning here, but it's been super excited. Anybody else got anything interesting going on recently while we wait for Dayton here?
Personally, I recently got a birthday gift that's folklore on seas, rivers, and ghost ships and stuff. So we're going to be using that. I'm going to be using that as some inspiration for the campaign. And actually, it was a gift from Dayton, who's here now.
Oh,
welcome, my friend.
Hello, Dayton.
I didn't give anything to anyone.
What?
What?
Hey, you gave us all a great time.
Yes.
You gave me a really good hug yesterday.
It was a very good hug.
And Dayton, when you jump in Video Ninja, make sure you mute too.
Absolutely.
But all right, now that we have everyone here, should we get started?
Yes, I've been waiting.
All right. So, just our usual introduction. I am your DM, Mark. I have put together and put a lot of writing into a modified Light of Xerxes campaign, just because I felt that there was a lot more that we could do with it, and there was a lot more story to be told via these wonderful characters that my friends here have created. So there's some of you that have read or even run the module probably recognize a few of the characters, such as now I lost them all. But if you played the Academy campaign, any of the teachers, Crux, Tarto, any of them, you'd recognize them. Mentions of Zeleth and Zadali. If you've read the book, don't say anything. But there's a lot to
write that down. Someone write that down.
So without further ado, let's go ahead and introduce our players. First and foremost, we have playing our wonderful Ooze character, Nico, is being played by...
Hi, everyone. I am Alex. I am playing Nico, your lovable plasmoid, Nico. Let's see what we got. We ended on a bit of a dramatic note.
Just a little. We also have, of course, the femme fatale, Jade, being played by...
Hey everyone, you've got me, Marina, playing Jade Fox, your resident assassin druid, blooming beautifully and killing quietly.
Ooh.
We also, of course, have our ranging, clang, and rootin' tootin' little tin man, played by...
Dayton here, having technical difficulties, but nothing I can't take care of. We'll be in. Just let me go ahead and repair my left nut wing.
All right, your left wing nut. All right,
No.
and and of course we also have the someone who's landing himself in a little bit of hot water recently, Valen, being played by.
Thank you so much. My name is Matthew Roberts. I'm playing Valen Yosai, the resident astral elf with a very storied, scary past that's starting to come out and haunt him. It's very exciting. Everyone coming back to here, and I'm nervous about tonight. So I don't know what else to say other than that. So yes, I'm excited. Let's do this.
All right. So let's go ahead and jump into our previously in Echoes of the Astral Sea. Nico discovers Jade has been compromised and meets Ephemera, or some form of her, utilizing Jade's body. Jade herself has been pulled into what Ephemera describes as her most recent memory. Beginning in a dark cavern with a small sunken well with clear water and a thrashing serpent at the bottom. In the water itself is a key. Jade earns a bite on the hand when she reaches for the key, and the serpent begins lapping at the blood, drinking it and the water in which it lives, slowly consuming its own livelihood. Tin Man and Valen contend with the bridge falling to pieces, searching for Nico and Jade and hoping to find the two hale and healthy. Instead, they find Nico carrying Jade out of the cavity in the bridge, and offers assistance with Valen's new fishing rod, the Line Glide Ruby Roller. As they set down safely, a large pitch black sphere eases down from the sky above Andrew's estate. How did I lose my... Sorry. Before being cloven open and dropping a large angelic figure, which lands among the estate before sending rubble flying through the sky into Bral proper. At the same time, seemingly urged on by the sudden crumbling of Stonebridge and the arrival of the sphere, the Xerixians lurch into action and begin dropping golden vine-wrapped pods onto the city itself. The pods erupt with these vine-blight creatures that grab and seem to consume the heat of whatever individual they get their hands on in a mindless frenzy. Back to Jade, who notices blood beginning to seep into the pool from which she took the bronze key, and following the stream leads her to a door with an inscription. Mask laid low, in heart are we sown. Speak truth, give lie, take life or die. Give name to your master, lest your tears drown you faster. And with the Roman numeral for 5 gouged into the stone door by a different hand. Jade answered Magdalena, which was met by a distant laugh before the door eases open into a ballroom. Guests dance in floral gowns, each looking like a carefully chosen bloom placed delicately within a bouquet. On the other side of this room is Ephemera in some primordial humanoid form, sat upon a throne of thorns. She stands to address her guests, and in Jade's ear, Ephemera implores her to watch, as a dark figure drops silently behind the standing queen, and a blade erupts from Ephemera. As she unravels, a younger Magdalena stands behind the fallen queen. She reaches down and retrieves a seed coated in thorns and turns to meet Jade's eyes. Jade lapses a moment and drops her gaze, something Ephemera gently chides her for, before helping Jade raise her chin in defiance. Jade is then pulled from the memory and finds herself with Nico and Valen quickly making their way from the bridge. Tin Man urges Nico to take Valen and Jade to the Ela Turn before turning and going to collect Stargrazer, where he meets old Billows waiting for him. Billows admits that this was a test, to see if Tin Man was reliable. Judging by what Billows saw, Tin Man was on track to successfully completing the job, through a show of competence and skill. Andrew perished, and at the end of the day, as Billows states, that's what matters. Hoyden tells Tin Man that he'll have his cover and warns Tin Man, don't look for the devil on your shoulder. He knows when you're looking for him. Before disappearing in his customary way. Tin Man hits the rooftops to meet the rest of the party at the docks. As Nico, Valen, and Jade arrive at the docks, they can see many of the ships that were here already gone or leaving. Thousands of scared, helpless folks swarm the docks, searching for passage away from this place and the encroaching horrors of these attacks. Utilizing some shock tactics, Valen gets attention and calms the crowd, while Nico and Jade link up with Arnott and Charlotte to get as many people as possible on the Ela Turn. Up to and including a vine bridge, which the ship itself seems to assist with, and a sort of net underneath the berth of the ship to carry as many as possible. The crowd surges again, only for Tin Man to follow Valen's lead and quiet them, organizing folk to set up barriers to slow the incoming astral blights, and this monstrous creature bearing down on them from the other end of Bral that seems to know Valen's name. A distant explosion is followed by the firebrand Elodra appearing and informing Tin Man that she will assist in covering their departure, assuring him that he's not the only one with a vested interest in protecting Jade. They muse for a moment on priorities, before she strides off, distorting the air with her heat. Tin Man pushes through the crowds and alights on the ship, which begins pulling away with Valen at the helm, and the ship itself full to bursting. A familiar voice calls out, "Mert, on the Galatine," with Tarto in the Nautiloid not far behind, each able to save a slight more souls, though far from the entire population of Bral. Tin Man notices Billows in the crowd, who, true to his word, offers them their free escape. No extra eyes and no one able to follow. With a snap, a portal opens in front of the Ela Turn. Feeling the ethereal tug of the portal, Valen settles into the jammer. On the deck, Zar, Arnott, Charlotte, Nico, Tin Man, and Jade watch the somber faces of the recently damned stare back at them in a wall of anger, disgust, despair, and desperation. As the hurricane of destruction sweeps through the city, closing in on the docks. Before we jump into it, I would like to address inspiration.
Oh my gosh.
In a series first, not through any fault of my players, specifically for keeping the party moving in a moment where Tin Man had to break away and both Valen and Jade were in a compromised state, I would like to give Nico inspiration for keeping them together.
Thank you.
For character work and the bringing forth the character in a very intense moment, Jade's moment of "we can't save them all" will also earn inspiration.
Well done.
So you each have that inspiration for this session.
Well deserved.
As we return, the sky above Bral is swarmed with the local constabulary and other foolish crew who thought this was a fight that could be fought. However, their bravery, paired with our party's quick thinking, has bought some precious time to allow the Ela Turn to depart inundated with the fleeing folk of Bral. In the distance towards Andrew's now destroyed estate, you see the enormous figure jutting from the skyline of Bral, standing nearly 3 stories tall. Its red and gold regalia currently burning as it crashes its sword through a building, earning it a blast of fire to the face from the next building over. The sounds of desperate screams echo down the streets as the Astral Blights finally manage to break through the barricades and alight upon the brave few that stood in defense. Scared people press forward again. Faces fall beneath the press of bodies and some form up with weapons, while others are pushed from the docks to float feebly towards the departing ships. Your ship is pulled towards the portal, Valen, an invisible gravity beckoning you forward as the sky itself ahead parts. The turbulent energies of the spell lick ethereal fire at the edges, distorting space. Are you refusing the pull of the portal, Valen?
Just so I'm fully aware of what this portal is, where could it come from? Where did it come from, and who created it?
Tin Man had mentioned at one point he had your departure handled.
Okay.
Aside from that, you're not 100% sure.
And I see the wreckage. I can feel the intensity of the battle that's going on the loading dock, right?
Correct.
Yeah, I'm gonna be pushing the helm forward to move the spelljammer towards the portal to get out of here. I'm not waiting around.
Are any of the others, are the rest of you doing anything before you enter the portal? Any lasting moments for Brawl? All right. Your ship is pulled towards the portal, an invisible gravity beckoning you forward as the sky itself ahead parts. The ship slips through the portal, and for those of you on the deck, the Galatine moves to follow. The Elatern is consumed, and the portal blinks closed a moment later, leaving the Galatine and the Rock of Bral behind. Immediately, the cacophony of chaos quiets, leaving everyone in shocked silence. It only takes a few moments for those gathered on the ship to begin breaking down as wailing and understanding seems to settle on the gathered folk. Zar seems immediately busy climbing down with several of his crew to the net beneath the ship in order to make it a somewhat habitable location for those there. What are the rest of you doing in this moment?
I am going to. We're away from the danger.
You are. You're within the portal now.
Okay. I'm going to remove the helm and make my way back. Oh, I don't have a room here. Shoot. I don't know this ship. That's right. In a dazed, confused state, I'm gonna wander a bit of the deck until I can find the privacy of a room somewhere.
Privacy is difficult to find at the moment, as just about every square foot of the ship is occupied by those fleeing Brawl.
Ian, can we see the map of the ship again?
Oh, yes, of course.
Jade's gonna instinctively do the same thing that Valen does, trying to find a room.
Yeah.
The closest you would think is the cargo bay.
No, I'm gonna make my way towards the captain's quarters or wherever I might be able to find that type of room.
Okay. The captain's quarters, the closest spot would be right across from the Spelljammer. And it's this spot here, just to the right of that main ship. And it seems to be recently furnished, as it seems Zara is still moving things in. But it has a bed, a carpet, and a chest or a trunk available for storage. But that's about all that's in here right now.
Once I get in there, I'm gonna quietly close the door, and then as I turn around, the first item I see, I'm absolutely gonna just start destroying.
That would likely be the bed.
Yeah, it's done. So
Jade, go ahead, Valen.
Yeah, I was just gonna I'll use basically an unarmored attack, kick the bed and flip it.
All right. The bed, it flips, and you're a little in your feelings at the moment, as it were. You hear trumpets echo in the distance. Jade, seeing you look around and a little lost, Charlotte appears at your side and gently grabs you by the elbow. Everything downstairs is busy. People everywhere. Your best spot would be up. And she slips into the clamber of people.
Jade's gonna nod and head up.
As you climb the mast of the Elatern, you notice that about halfway up, the natural grain of whatever wood the mast was made of almost turns into a bark-like consistency. And you feel perhaps even a little more at home for a moment.
Is there a crow's nest at the top?
There is.
Okay. Jade's going to eye that crow's nest.
And you reach the crow's nest to find there is no one else here. And there seems to actually be many of the nettles and sort of vine-like plants of the ship have nested quite literally here. There seems to be a small nest of greenery up here.
Oh, Jade feels right at home. She's going to collect some seeds and flowers to kind of like tend to them, you know. She's also kind of going to notice that her hair has elongated past like her knees.
Mhm.
She's going to freak out for a little bit. She's going to like pull out a dagger and start trimming her hair after her little spell with ephemera. She has to prim herself up.
You sense ephemera is present, but seems to be interested in giving you space. Tinman and Nico, you are pressed around as folk try to find any open space on the ship. What are the two of you doing in this moment?
Being the service droid that he is, Tin Man is actually going to use his size to his advantage and start kind of slipping in between people and see if he can find if anyone needs any help, if anybody was kind of hurt in the crowd crush, or anything he can do to assist.
Nico?
Essentially the same. If I notice Valen duck off into one of the rooms, one of the things I would like to do is the passageway leading towards quarters. I am going to exit my armor and leave it posted up, weapon and shield drawn, blocking any access to like the crew quarters.
Okay. I got you placed there. Excuse me.
So my armor will be basically hold up there, and I'll probably shrink down to smaller size and just stick around with Tin Man, helping out where I can.
Save space. I can get smaller.
Okay, so as you continue to search out folk to help, someone finds you. There's a yelp and a couple of curses as you notice a large, well-armored half-orc push through the crowd, followed by a human, a half-elf, and a dawar, which is a small penguin-like creature. The three of them, the taller of the three, or all three of the taller ones, are all wearing armor and look for all the lifelike bodyguards. While the dawar, the penguin, is wearing a suit, a very finely crafted dark blue pinstripe suit. He steps up. Hello, are you the hands on this ship?
Do we have a picture of the dower? Because I would very much like to see this guy.
I can throw one together. I didn't have one ready.
Okay, cool.
Are you the hands on this ship? I would very much like your assistance.
Tin Man's gonna kind of look over at Nico. Well, I suppose the closest thing you're gonna get.
I mean, this is our ship.
Good. I have a negotiation.
Okay, what?
Where is your captain?
That hasn't been decided yet.
Perfect. Then I will be taking control of this vessel.
Okay, but see, that was also not decided.
That remains to be seen. You see, I do believe this ship just actually recently changed hands and is formally in the trust of our adventuring party, as it were. Who actually manages the role of captain is yet to be determined, but I do assure you ownership is well in place. May I ask
What
why
do you
you are
say?
so interested?
Well, I am a man of means, and I have places to be. I will not allow a setback such as what happened here to put me in a setback. If you do not currently have leadership established, I will gladly play that role until you do.
That's mighty fine of you, but forgive me, sir, but I don't think your means much around all these poor folk here. We need to do
Who-
something to get them taken care of and get them put somewhere safe. And if your means will help permit that, well, I think maybe we can arrange a talk for you and look over at Nico, our captain. But if you're looking to put that money before these people's lives, I'm afraid, sir, we can't permit that. And you're going to have to sit in the hole like everyone else. Do we have an agreement?
I do not believe we do. However, I am amicable. If, say, me and my accompaniment here were to perhaps get a nice and cozy room to stay in, we can stay out of your hair, and whenever we reach the next civilization, be out of it entirely. With a hefty stipend, of course.
I'll
If-
kind of give him a nod of the hat. Would you permit me a moment, sir?
Yes, and who is it you have currently interested in the space of leadership on this ship, on this fine vessel?
Why, as a matter of fact, kind of, again, I just keep side-eyeing Nico this entire time. We have a rather illustrious Grand Prix racer who is currently in command of the ship. Whether or not he will be continuing that position is entirely to his discretion. But for now, he is playing our intern captain. So if you would allow the help, again, looking at Nico, to go and speak with the captain, we'll see what we can make happen for you. All right?
Take me to him.
You can just kind of see like his face goes completely like deadpan, and again he side eyes Nico. Nico, you can just feel Tin Man's I don't want to deal with this right now.
Oh,
Nico.
wait. Wait. Oh, he wants to go see. Yeah, buddy, that ain't happening. So you and your little contingency here, if you want, you can just chill here for a second. We'll be back. And I just like pick up Tin Man, or just like put my pseudopod on Tin Man, turn him around, and start walk away.
As he's literally just like carrying me away, I'll continue conversing. The fact that this man has an entourage is a huge problem for us. He's got
Oh.
money and they're on the take. If he decides he's going to cause trouble and mutiny, quite frankly, I'm confident we could take him, but that's not what I'm worried about. We're packed like sardines in here, space sardines. So these poor folks are going to get hurt, and that's the last thing we need right now. So we're going to have to do
Oh,
something to make this folk happy, or he is going to be a thorn in my gears.
Oh no, I'm 100% with you on that. Let's look. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what happened out there, but we all need to get together. Like we need to figure out where we're going, what we're doing, because any more delays, people are going to get hurt. There's not enough space. There's not enough supplies.
I agree. And obviously,
There's only one
everyone else
person
here on board. Yeah, everyone else here on board is thinking the same thing. And the moment any one of them thinks that they have a right to say what's going on, they're going to take it. We can't leave these folks in the dark. It's going to get real trouble real fast, so we ain't got much breathing room. Let's make our moves. Let's make our decisions. Otherwise, we might have a mutiny on our hands.
All right. Well, I'm gonna be honest with you, Tin Man. I haven't done it in a while. It's been a while since I. But if we need to, I can take this Spelljammer helm and get us out of here, because I have a feeling we got two people that just went through a whole lot of stuff that not gonna be responding well.
Yeah, we'll have to touch base. I got questions about good lady Marie. Sorry. My apologies. Good lady Jade there. I don't know what you two did out there, but it caused all sorts of ruckus. But I'll tell you right now,
That wasn't
if
us.
any more craziness comes out of Valen's mouth, for once, I think we might start wanting to believe him.
Look, I'm a little worried. I don't know what we're getting into. It's at this point, if I'd have known it was this hot,
I'd like to note really quick that as you are this part of your conversation, Valen, you can hear them through the door as they go below decks. Carry on, Nico.
Look, I don't know what we're getting into. I had a friend ask me to help you guys out. I was down for the adventure. Now, what are we getting into? But I will tell you this. We are getting into it. Whatever it is, I'm in 100%. Let's go. Because...
Well, I gotta say, I wasn't expecting that to be your immediate answer. Oh, things are getting heavy, but I'm into it. Nico, you surprise me every day, I'll be honest. And while I gotta say, Orvis to be proud, but we need to temper our expectations here. I do agree with you, though. We may be out a couple of crewmates here. Our illustrious captain may not be in a position to remain captain. And like I said, if someone down there thinks that they sniff weakness and that they're in a position to take command, they're going to take advantage of that. So, let's see what we can do. Let's straighten them out, dust them off, and if we need to put them to bed, we'll put them to bed with some nice milk and cookies while we're at it. But we need to come up with a plan fast. Now, let's go see where our captain and scout are, and let's see what kind of condition they're in, all right?
I would have shot one of his bodyguards immediately. Arnott chimes from a few feet away, leaning against the wall.
The man kind of tips his hat. You and me both. But we can't be letting no folks get hurt in the crossfire.
Shoot up.
See, he's just lucky I left my armor here.
Yes, I was looking at that, Nico. This has evolved since last time you've shown it to me.
Oh, man.
I will need to ask you about the mechanism of this soon. If you are looking for Valen, however, he is in the captain's quarters.
Did you see our fox slip away to anywhere?
No, I have not. She has not come below decks. I've been keeping a close eye.
All right, well, I'd say there ain't too many places she could hide, but Tin Man kind
There's a
of
million places she could hide.
takes a moment, kind of scuffs his tin boots, his brass boots on the wood of the deck there. I get the feeling this ship's got a lot hidden.
A voice calls down from the stairs above. Have you spoken to your captain yet? If it is who I think it is, he is very unstable anymore. Something
We're
about
working on it.
Something about a lost wife. Ha, weakness.
Do we recognize the voice?
It's the Dawar.
Oh, is it?
Dawar.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
He's writing us. That he's gonna write us until we do something. All right, come on. Let's go find him. So do we have any idea where at least the spell jamming helm was?
The spell jamming helm was there almost immediately as you went below decks. You would have sort of been mulling near the captain's quarters itself, as it's one of the more open areas that are not currently being occupied, as Nico's armor is here, sort of keeping it clear. So it's really the only place that you could have spoken with any amount of privacy, though Valen was able to overhear much of it, including the yelling down from upstairs. Aside from that, you're right where you think you should be at the captain's quarters.
All right, I'll kind of look Nico up and down, and take a step aside, and just be like, "After you, you knock."
As we do this, I'm going to tap my armor, issue a new command to essentially walk towards the Dawar and like block his view of what's going on. Like essentially be that annoying wall in front. And yeah, go open, kind of do that, knock open the door at the same time as, you know, as a kid would do. It's like, hey, come in. It's like, Mom, Dad,
the door opens. I didn't really lock it. I just closed it. And you're going to find me like on, like my hands on the desk as I look over to you. And I'm like, just pretty upset. And then what's his name?
Who?
That new voice that was talking upstairs.
Oh, look, it's this guy. He wants preferential treatment. And looking around, is the room all smashed up?
You know that at least the bed is flipped. What else have you destroyed, Valen?
I'm kind of just
Anything he can get his hands on.
Have my hands like on the desk, like over it, kind of like that, like just cringe, like on the front of the desk, holding it, ready to flip it. You know, like you know the feeling. You can
Hunched
see
over,
yeah,
like really like, over it.
Hey, Valen, I don't know grief all too well either. I mean, when I lost Orvis, I'm pretty sure I broke a whole bunch of my devices. So, and I look at the table, and if I seeing him about ready to flip it, Nico's gonna flip it.
Nico, save it. Where's he at?
Look, he's upstairs. He's just this guy. Look, he's gonna cause problems. We need to get him out of the way of the people. We also need. Look, I'm not gonna lie. We don't have much. We're gonna need supplies getting out of here. Let's give this guy this room, and looking around at the smashed bed. Look, he can hole up here in the smashed room.
And you're gonna see me absolutely destroy the desk, right? Just flip it over and break it. And I'll look at Nico, and he can have this room over our dead bodies. And I'm gonna start making my way towards the door. And moving upward, outward.
As he,
go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead. Well, I was going to say, as he passes by, and as he kind of starts getting towards the stairs there, Pinman will yell out, "Yosai! There's good people on here. They didn't ask to be in this situation. You make a move that gets them hurt, it's gonna cause problems. I ain't gonna tell you to cool your heels. I know that's ain't how this works. But I need you to have some sense here."
He's gonna think about that for a long minute, and then he's gonna pull a piece of paper out and write down the coordinates of his farm, and give them to Nico, and tell him to use these and to get us there, and then head upstairs.
Aye, Captain.
Jade, from the crow's nest, you can very clearly see, as anybody outside, or on the deck rather, can, the churning energies of the portal in which you're traveling through, similar to a warp drive from your Star Treks, what have you. The usually navy blue to lavender purple coloration seems to be taking on a red hue. And you see as the crackling of energy seems to jump across the surface of these energies and start to move in on the ship. Valen, as you crest the stairs, you see a small creature in a suit looking up at three folk wearing almost identical gear. They are mid-guffaw as the Dawar looks at them and then looks over his shoulder. Ta! There he is, the widower himself. What are you doing these days, champion?
Better than you. What are you doing on my ship?
A refugee like any other, seeking passage.
Really? Seems like you're starting trouble more than seeking passage.
I'm seeking to end the trouble.
And you can do that.
Well, it seems I have a contender for captain, but I'm sure that I would do better than you.
You didn't even have a ship to leave. So, what exactly are you bringing to the table here that you think you're going to do better than me? What's up your sleeve that you think I don't have?
Well, first and foremost, stability of the emotional kind.
And you'll see like Valen kind of like grit his teeth a little bit and his fists a little bit, but kind of bite his tongue. Still doesn't answer what you have that these people need. You have no plan. You're just money bags. And how is that going to help anyone out here? And then I'll take a step closer.
Well, it buys me friends and people on which I can rely.
And I'll turn around and I'll look out over the crowd of people and I'll kind of yell like, does anybody know this guy? Is he anyone's friend?
Make a quick performance. Make it an intimidation check.
Come on. Let's go. That's what
There
I'm
we
talking
go.
about. That's a nat 20. I mean,
it's a critical success
yes.
on a
you're right.
negative
I
one.
I had to pull up
It's
the
an
roll
19.
there.
The folk around you don't seem to respond. They look up as there is something going on, but most of them cow away, seeing that there may potentially be some sort of a conflict here. You could see folks in the back sort of pushing each other, like whispering to each other, like, let's get down below decks, like, let's get out of here before something happens. And as the Dawar looks around and sees the people sort of leaving, he deflates a little, and you notice his beak pins up and an anger in his eyes. Well, these peasants know not what is good for them, but they know I'm still a better choice than you. Who's on the jammer now? It certainly isn't you.
My trusted number 2. You may have met him. And then I'll kind of look back at the armor behind me.
Well, I guess better a widower then.
Watch your tongue. And I have to tell you, where we're going, you're not invited. So if you don't watch it very closely, you're going to find yourself off this ship very quickly.
I'm starting to think that we should shed you from the ship.
And
Last I was aware, you were well into your alcohol, finding a bed on a bar stool.
Some may say that, or that might just be slander that the Navy puts out. What I can tell
Nobody
you, though,
trusts
you're
these
not welcome
Texans.
here any longer.
He whistles, and his bodyguards step between him and you. Then do something about it, Valen. You wouldn't want to disappoint your family.
And I'm going to give in to the temptation and push through the two bodyguards and try to hem him up. Not like anything like I didn't pull a weapon or anything. And once I get a hold of him, I'll be like, I got more important things to deal with than you. And then like let him go and then turn around and leave him there.
He yells after, like, as he's fixing his tie, like finding your dead wife.
Can Jade hear all this?
Oh, yes.
And
Okay. Jade wants to descend from her crow's nest, poison ivy style, like a vine.
as he says that, I'll pull out my laser pistol and draw it down right on him, and aim it right at him in kind of like a standoff type deal. Say it again.
Whatever you're gonna do, Jade, do it.
I'm working.
Go ahead, Jade.
So as Jade descends, seeing the conflict here, Jade's going to cast Charm Person on, what's his name? The guy that's causing the ruckus?
You haven't gotten his name, but he is the Dawar so far.
The Dawar.
Penguin Man.
Penguin, of course, Penguin
Yes,
Man.
the penguin, yes.
We've got Jade being poison ivy here. So as she descends, she'll see what's going on here and say, "Be still, petal. Let the bloom soften your mind. Flos animum. Hush." And I cast Charm Person on Gentleman.
All right. I presume that's a charisma save.
Wisdom save. I think it's
Wisdom.
a wisdom saving throw. Give me a second here to pull it up.
DC
Wisdom
16.
save.
Wisdom save. Valen, you see he's in the middle of spitting his next remark before just his face goes slack. The Dawar is charmed. Valen, the trumpets sound louder as you notice the energy of your gun sort of letting off a red haze. And it's now that you notice that the energies of the warp around you have turned into a malicious crimson. And you hear the echoing cackle of a voice you heard on the Beholder homeworld.
Come on.
Well.
Come on.
The entire ship shakes.
I'll aim down more and I say, "What did you do?"
He stands there slack-jawed.
Yeah, Jade's gonna stand in front of him, so Valen would be pointing the gun at her. And she's just surrounded by this purple haze of jasmine and oleander, just very floral scent.
Purple haze. Purple
She'll just look over at
haze.
Valen and slowly steady his gun down. And she'll wink at him.
Ready all battle stations immediately. We're not done with this, Mr. Penguin. And I'm going to head back to the helm. And as I do, the like laughing like stumbles me as I start to become a little like irritated and irate with having heard it again.
Now I'm going to ask an important question here. Did anybody else hear that?
Yes. Everyone.
Okay, yeah. Tin Man is already in full alert mode. He
Okay.
is scouting out to try to find the source.
If with Nico piloting the ship, what do I hear and feel? Because I'm, in essence, connected to the astral sea.
So as the current jammer, you do have a sense of the ship itself. The main sense you get is the oppression of something that seems to have taken control of the energies of this warp and are compressing it on the ship as you travel. Aside from that, you see two flares of this same energy from the front of the ship and the far back of the ship. And you feel as both the front and back of the ship are beginning to be squeezed.
Okay. Are we able to? Because I'm assuming, like as you said, we're in a warp bubble, right? Traveling. And to put it kind of in, are we able to drop warp? Or like to return back into the astral sea?
You did not cast the portal spell, so no.
We're on for the ride right now.
Okay. Mentally, actually, because the ship is traveling on its own, correct? Like if we're in the middle of the portal, right?
Correct. Valen was able to leave the jammer, and it continued moving.
Okay. Feeling the compression, I will announce through the ship towards, up to Valen, Tin Man and area, and be like, hey, I don't know what is going on, but we are actually, the ship is being squeezed. Up on deck. Let's see what's going on. And I am going to rip off the Spelljammer helm, and as I do, like, you'll see the suit leave you and start running towards Nico. And when we get, within that halfway, it's like it opens up and I just remount into my armor.
As you pass, you're going to your armor. You're gonna see me like completely stumbling towards you and struggling to keep my mental composure.
Okay. I'm going to look at this. I'm going to look at Valen, put a hand on him, and I'm going to cast Heroism. It's a level 1 spell. A willing creature you touch is imbued with bravery until the spell ends. The creature is immune to being frightened and gains temporary hit points. Now, the key word is willing, okay? Valen is in a distressed mental state. And this is the second time I've been trying to pick Valen up. I'm going to, like, more or less do that, like, grab him by the chin, move him up, look at me like, I could really use your help.
And I'll kind of like shake out of it. And just the clowns, they're here. We have to prepare.
Then let's take care of them. I don't know. What clowns? Let's
get everyone below the deck immediately. Prepare for battle.
And I'd like everybody to roll initiative.
Oh, it's been a while. It's been a while.
So while you roll initiative, remember to click your tokens. From where you are on the deck, all 4 of you are present to see this. Through the tumultuous cloudy energy of the warp, you see 2 massive hands reach through the wall of the warp and then clamp on to either end of the ship and begin squeezing and crushing and trying to break it.
I just imagine they're just the biggest, goofiest, bulbiest, like Fleischer cartoon white glove hands.
They are exactly clown gloves.
Oh.
And I think that's where we'll take our break.
Oh my gosh. They're here. They're here. All right, we are back again from a break. Thank you all for
Most of us are back.
staying with us.
Most of us are back. We're still in for Dayton and Marina.
Aha. Well, what we have this time, I'd like to thank everyone again for joining us tonight on this amazing episode. I feel so much better finally rolling initiative after probably 4 or 5 sessions. So, I love it.
Yeah. It's been a while.
It's been a while.
Do you want to do a little mini recap of what happened before break as we wait for Dayton, Mark?
Yes, so as everybody was departing from Brawl, they were pulled into a portal where Jade and Valen took off in their separate directions to find some moment to gestate on the happenings that have been going on, while Tin Man and Nico field questions in an attempt to help the local folk that, well, not so local anymore, the folk on the ship itself, running into an interesting individual, a Dawar, or a small penguin. I did share a handout, Valen, if you can bring that up.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. I feel kind of bad now.
And he decided that he wanted to pick a fight with Valen. Seemingly has a chip on his shoulder. Oh, puppy. In regards to Valen's particular past, and seems to think that he can get under his skin and prove that Valen is as unstable as he claims him to be. And sort of as the warp responds to this interaction, a familiar face rears its ugly hands.
Well. Shall we get started here or wait for another minute for Tin Man?
Let's give Tin Man one more minute because we are in combat. Valen, you need to roll initiative.
Aha.
Oh,
I did.
Did
13.
you? Yeah. Okay. Let me add your turn in then.
Oh, we might need to swap my tokens, Mark. I mean, it doesn't actually matter because I'll be rolling from my character sheet anyway.
Yeah. There you are.
Did mine go through?
Yes.
I
No.
did the double up again.
That's all right. I got you.
No, she's in there. She's got the 8, right?
Got 10.
That's Charlotte.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, it gives me a second to set this up while we wait for Dayton.
Oh, he just
Oh, there he is.
say his
I'm here.
name and he appears.
I believe in the Lamb. All right, Valen, you're actually first. So these hands reach out and grip both ends of the ship, and you notice around the hands themselves, which are smooth white cloth, what you would traditionally see on a clown. However, underneath you can see that it isn't skin, or sorry, it isn't cloth so much as it's skin, as you can see the capillaries and veins just beneath the surface. These large claw-like hands grip the ship, and around them you can see they emit a red light. All of you can see this, and save for Nico and Jade, Tin Man and Valen, this looks identical to the light you saw in the cave on Hakatha. As this light emits, you notice these what were once invisible forms sort of fade into existence as their cackling begins to overtake all the other sound. Valen, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
Yeah, I don't see a threat other than the giant hands, right?
You should be up on the deck. You do see them, though.
Okay. Yeah,
Each of you should be up on the deck now.
Yeah.
Because this is where all that happened.
Oh, okay. I see the hands now. Yes. Yeah, I'm gonna make my way forward and just take a shot at this guy in the front right of me.
Okay. As you step forward, you notice that there are 4 of them, and all 4 of them are carrying these red balloons. There's 3 each.
I'll actually turn around for a second and then quietly say to myself, say his name and he appears. I believe in Valen. And I'll beat my chest. And then I'll turn around and take a shot at him.
In your free hand, as you begin your singing, a small voice sings along with you, and you feel a small hand in your own.
Oh boy.
I'd like you to make your next attack at advantage, please.
All right. Oh.
Roll that again.
Yep. That's a 7 and a natural 1, so a 10.
Okay. You fire, and it misses. It goes wide. But the hand grips yours tighter. And the voice says to you, we'll just try again, Dad.
Oh, I'll kind of like re-aim and get ready for my next shot, but it's like super steady and ready to go.
Okay. Nico, remind us what the effects of heroism are, please.
I was about to say he has 4 temporary hit points that refreshed at the beginning of each turn.
Yes.
Nice.
So you will get 4 HP that refresh every turn.
And you can't be frightened or charmed, I believe.
Yes, correct.
Amazing.
What's interesting about this feeling, Valen, is specifically the feeling of this spell. It has a similar but less gritty or less uncomfortable feeling as the hero made.
And I can kind of feel it through, like, as it touches all my nerves and senses, and I can like feel a calmness in the back of my head that hasn't been there for a very long time. And the world around me kind of goes quiet, and everything in front of me and the enemies I see start kind of appearing more highlighted for me as I kind of feel the adrenaline pump through my body.
Okay. Ready for your next attack. Jade, from behind you. Go ahead, Nico.
Just to flavor the heroism a little bit, you'll notice, Valen, as you move, there's just an ethereal kind of shadow of stardust that emanates behind you.
Ooh, yeah.
Stardust. That's a name.
It sure is.
Jade, from where you are, you hear the thundering of heavy boots in an unsteady run as Arnott thunders up the stairs behind you with a musket in hand, ready to assist. Point me in the right direction.
Anything for you, darling.
And that will be her turn, finishing her movement. Jade, your turn.
All right, so they're literally clumped up in the center there underneath a mast.
You can see all of them in there yet. Yes, correct. Sorry.
And it's only 4 of them?
4 of them that you can see.
Okay.
You can see also that most of the people on the deck have filtered under decks.
Perfect. Jade is going to cast Spike Growth on the center of them there.
Yes.
So around the mast. Is that going to catch all of them?
It is 15 feet.
I will post it. Let me see.
It's right here. Range 150 feet, 20-foot radius. Oh, yeah, it'll hit them all.
Perfect. Jade's also going to reposition too.
Okay. Go ahead and move yourself.
Yeah, and to flavor it, Jade's going to put her hand onto the I'm not good with ship things, so she's just gonna put her hand on the ship and the bow, well, the wooden, the railing,
Whale.
There you go.
the
Whale.
rail, the rail, the ship.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Rails.
The rail, the ship. I haven't been on a ship in a very long time. She'll put her hands on the rail and she'll whisper, "Thirsty spine, fleur de l'or," which is grow thorns, bloom in pain. And spike growths will grow around that mast and entangle them. And as all that's going, she's gonna jump and swoon a little bit closer and ready her rose whip. And as she does, she pulls it out of her hair and just kind of holds a rose in the ready.
All right. So let's see here. When a creature moves into or within the area, it takes 2d4 piercing damage for every 5 feet it travels. Perfect. That spike growth is such a good ability. All right.
Can you put a radius on the map?
What's up?
Can you put a radius on the map?
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Love
Oh,
to do
sorry.
that. Thank you.
Sorry.
Yeah, you're good. It's a good question. I just got to remember how.
All good. I can use my theater of the mind.
It's 20 feet, so it's out
Yep.
within those squares there.
Sounds
You
good.
can do ellipses.
Perfect. Not perfect, but it'll do. All right. And that was your entire turn, correct, Jade?
Yeah.
All right. Tin Man.
Let's go.
Seeing this, Tin Man's already got Stargrazer at the ready. He the moment he heard the voice coming, he was prepared. And kind of look back over at Nico. Remember what I said about starting to take the crazy things Valen says seriously?
Yeah.
That man could tell me the moon is coming down on us at this point, and I'd probably believe him.
Really? Wait, are you saying that the moon is coming down on us as well?
No, I'm saying we got an invasion of space clowns on our ship.
I can see that.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna focus aim this one here,
All right.
and we're gonna go ahead and pop a shot.
Come on.
Okay.
16?
16 hits. I would like you to roll a d4 for me, please.
Okay, we will roll the D4. It's a mighty fine D4. Got a 2 on that.
Okay. Roll your damage.
I'm gonna go ahead and roll my damage there. Not fantastic, but that's okay. I am then going to go ahead and take full advantage of shoot. It's extra attack, and go
Mhm.
ahead and roll that one more time.
Okay.
So we get here. Oh, that is a crit
Mm.
fail. I was
Hey.
writing that one too high. That's okay. That's all right. And I'm gonna go ahead and
Please don't crit
Going-
fail behind me. Please don't crit fail behind me.
Yeah, no, that is a little scary, isn't it? We'll see what happens there. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just going to call the turn there to better get a feel for what's happening and what they're doing. So we'll just go ahead and call it there for now. I'm gonna reposition slightly to the left so that I'm not quite shooting over Ms. Fox's head, just in case.
Tin Man, you fire, and as you fire at this first clown, your shot seems to redirect to one of the balloons, and you hear a pop as the string just falls to the ground. The clown giggles and laughs,
I don't
like
that.
sort of dances back and forth, and will go ahead and roll spike growth damage for me, Jade. You missed me.
Okay, I know how to do this. $2d4, forgive me.
Yeah. Forgiveness is a given.
Oh, yes.
Ooh.
Did I do good?
Yes.
Oh yeah. He as he sort of dances back and forth. Ha ha ha! Ha, you missed me! Oh, ow, ow, oh, ow, ow. And you can see as the spike girl seems to be puncturing his shoes, his jingle shoes, and dealing quite a considerable amount of damage. Charlotte, take her turn. Czar will take his turn. Nico, you're coming up. You see as Czar is up on the back of the ship with his saber out, swinging wildly at the nearby, or practically, he's better than that. Swinging practically at the clowns, being within vision. Tin Man and Valen, well, Nico, you would as well. You notice that as he swings at the clown and it looks like it's going to hit, the balloon comes down and intercepts the attack. It pops. And he laughs and giggles and dances around. Nico, your turn. Valen, you're coming up.
All right. So, Nico is going to pull out one of the sonic bombs. Nora, looking back at Arnaud, said, I like what you did. Can't really, wish I could have seen what it could really do. But hey, could you make this do this? And I'm going to cast Magnify Gravity in the middle of all of the clowns. Now, let me read the wording on this, Mark, because this is what I'm trying to do is I want to use Magnify Gravity to pull all of the balloons down into the spike growth.
Ooh.
Okay, read it out.
All right, so let me scroll down. Magnify Gravity. The gravity in a 10-foot radius sphere centered on a point you can see. Each creature in the sphere on the turn you cast a spell must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, the creature takes 2d8 force damage, and its speed is halved until the end of the next turn. On a successful save, the creature takes half as much damage, and suffers no reduction to its speed. Until the start of your next turn, any object that isn't being worn or carried in the sphere requires a strength check against the spell's save DC to pick up or move. Now, technically, the balloon is being held.
Yes.
Gravity would.
So inherently, because that is in the spell, I would say no. However, the balloons themselves are not items.
Ooh.
So, what's the spell save?
Spell day save DC is 15.
Okay. So I need to roll 50. Okay. Okay. So you watch. Well, you will get many of them in the spell. Would you like to describe it?
That's heavy,
Yeah,
Doc.
so yeah, as I call back to Lady Arnaud, I say, look, this is what I want, but instead of throwing, I kind of like when I cast Magnify Gravity, my hand will turn over into the arm cannon, and you'll see a blast of just energy shoot out into the middle of the clowns, and as it detonates, it sucks them all in. Like you just see like things get sucked in like that 10 feet.
All right. So only one of them managed to make their saves. You notice as each of the other three, including their balloons, are pulled down and pulled inward. This is technically 5 feet of movement. So, Jade, if you would kindly roll me 2d4 3 times, please.
Yes.
That said, Nico, you notice specifically as the gravity pulls them down, you do hear several pops. The balloons do begin being destroyed. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. This one in the front, all 3 of its balloons are destroyed. It is raked against the spikes and lays as a bloody mess in said spikes. This one has been defeated. The other 2 have a single balloon remaining. And the one out here has 2 remaining. Would you like you, Nico, to roll an additional d6 because all 3 of these clowns are being crushed into the center. So they are hitting each other as well.
All right, the damage rolls are not on my side today. That was 3 for magnified gravity and 2 for the crushing damage.
Okay. Their remaining balloons pop from the damage from magnified gravity. And as they collide, you hear an almost comical "Kultum," and then a whistle, and you see little birds flying around their heads as they fall back into the spikes. They are similarly defeated. However, you see as from the one in the back right, one of the balloons popped, but then inside of it, a red sphere rolled free and is now sitting in the center of the spikes.
I still have my movement and bonus action, correct?
All you did was use magnify gravity, so yes.
All right. I am going to. Where's the?
The sphere is on top of this guy right here. The far back right one.
Okay. I am going to sprint up essentially to the edge of and kind of seeing the spike growth, like step into it and slow myself up. My arm cannon is going to swirl up. Bonus action, I'm going to use the gravity whip to try and whip the ball back towards Valen.
All right, make your attack.
All right.
When you use
how about-
movement on them, it's going to trigger the spike, right?
He stopped before it when he said, I assume when you
Well,
say
I'll go. Yeah, I will have gone into it. Like, honestly, because
okay, never mind then.
Yeah, like I would have charged in, like feeling the spikes go through the armor, but oh yeah, that's right, can't go through those, and that's when I'll decide to gravity whip it.
Gotcha. Go ahead and roll your damage then, Jade. A little bit of friendly fire
Sorry.
never hurt nobody. All right, so you do take 4 piercing damage. That said,
All right.
your gravity. Go ahead.
Oh, because flavoring it, this is the first time Nico's actually taken damage.
Oh yeah.
You'll see the spikes grow through him, but essentially, it looks like they go through him. But when you look closer, literally, they're being bent around him as if the armor he aren't there, but there's puffs of stardust again, just like coming out wherever the damage would be. And so that was, you said that was 4 damage, Jade?
Piercing.
Okay. So yeah. So that's down to 27. All right.
The sphere that you hit with the gravity whip to pull it back towards Valen that is successful.
Okay.
Valen, at the floor near your feet, is this very similar sphere as the one that you saw and uncovered back in that cave in Hakatha.
Do I see anything in this sphere?
Not yet. We'll get back to that when we come to your turn. So the
You remember, you
enemies,
can't be frightened.
I would like each of you to make a dexterity saving throw for me, please.
Yep.
Yay! Oh wait, wrong character. I'm not good
Yeah.
at these.
But I am. 11's okay.
Yeah, Nico hit that 20. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Oh, you rolled spike growth.
It's being silly. Forgive me.
Hey.
I think I rolled a
What?
3.
Yes. So everybody but Nico. The hands at the far end of the ship will release their grip and master hand style move up and then come together in a mighty clap to crush all of those in between. Nico, you manage to duck underneath said clap. The rest of you are caught in it. I need each of you to make take 24 bludgeoning damage, please.
Wow.
Mark, that's not good for me.
I don't think it's good for any of us.
But it's me specifically, though, because something happens when I get hurt.
Yes.
Mark,
Right.
is it the number on the screen or the number you said? Because I like the number you said better.
It's the number I said.
Good.
What
There's
was
a
the number
reason-
again? 24?
24. There's a reason that it's not exactly the number I said on the screen, I promise.
Okay.
What's
The mast
interesting,
is just getting crushed.
the hands themselves then return to their sides and begin crushing the ship again. And we're going to be doing...
No.
Excuse me. We just got the ship.
You see as the center of the ship
That's a lie.
begins to crumble as it begins trying to twist and work the ship in half. Belen, it is your
Ending
turn.
is not good.
You and your clowns.
As I kind of like stand up and I'm like really dazed. My face is bleeding a bit. Unfortunately, I don't have fake blood ready this session, but next I will. I stand up, and as I'm kind of dazed, I look around and try to find a target, which I do see again.
You also notice the sphere on the ground by your feet.
I'm afraid of that. I've seen enough fantasy to know what happens when you pick it up. I'm gonna look down. It's not doing anything right now, right? It's just a red sphere.
Correct. And it seems to have some billowing red energy, the same as the last one you saw, and it is emitting this light.
Do I know what it is? Can I do a history check or something? And have I ever seen one of these before?
I would like you to make a history check, please.
All right.
The DM's like, yes, please.
Fine.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
You aren't entirely certain. Oh, guys, you aren't entirely certain exactly what it is, but you have heard of what's called a planar lens or a planar mirror. It is said to reflect alternate planes, blanketing them over the current one.
So this is their little eye into what they're doing here.
It could very well be their source.
I don't really have anything to cover it up with. But I do.
Taken overboard.
I do have a Eldritch Blast I'm going to just hit it with.
All right.
And feeling the energy and like kind of understanding what it is, I'll kind of just aim down with my laser pistol, but this time leaning into this newfound calmness that my son brought to me and enhancing it with a bit of Eldritch magic.
You notice as the energy from the sphere itself is actually consumed into your gun. And as you fire, the red and gold weave together and strike the planar lens. It shatters. And the hand at the front of the ship begins to fade.
As I'm gonna like turn around and look at the other clowns and yell at everyone, pop the balloons, we got to find the other lens. And then end my turn. Actually, I'll move back towards Arno and kind of point over at his shoulder. Wait, did I say it wrong?
Yeah,
It's Arn.
Nico 100% is doing it on purpose.
Yeah. And it's throwing me. Okay, so you head back towards Arnott.
Arnott.
Who looks at you, listens to what you say, and gives you a stern nod and levels her musket at the balloons of those in the back of the ship. She takes 2 shots and misses wildly
Wildly.
on both.
And I'm like, no, the balloons.
Perdón.
It's been a while since That's Crux. It's been a while since I have fought on a ship. Forgive me. Next time I will not miss.
And I told
Jade,
you the musket design is out of date. Accuracy, rifled.
And I told you that tradition is tradition. I will switch to one of those gas-powered rifles when I die. Jade Fox. Your turn.
What happens, DM, after I've taken 24 damage and have less than 10 health left?
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me, please.
Is it at disadvantage? Because I've
No.
lost a lot of health.
No, it is not. Okay. You feel the seed at the base of your spine surge up your spine in an attempt to take back over. But you hear a whisper, and Nico from where you are and Tin Man from where you're standing, you see Jade go rigid. And her eyes cover over with quicksilver. Jade, it seems that whoever is holding your leash has an inkling on how to stop this from happening without your input.
Kill switch engaged.
Your bonus action has been used for this effect. What would you like to do with the rest of your turn?
There's a
She
clown
wasn't
on
even
the
expecting to
left.
have a turn.
I was not expecting to have a turn. The clown that's left, he's got a
He has
balloon?
2 balloons. He has 2 balloons, and he seems to be slowly fading.
Okay.
I need to loop
Jade's going
balloons.
to reach up. I mean, she's on the ground, like covered in blood, for one thing, having taken so much damage. You can see that she's just covered in green blood just spilling out, and around her, these little tiny ferns and plants are just sprouting underneath her. It's almost like nature's trying to take over. And she's going to slowly pull out a dagger from her side, from her, from one of her bandages on her knee, and fling it at Mr. Clown over there.
Okay.
Let me roll for that.
Yes.
Does that hit?
A 15 does hit. Go ahead and, here you go.
I guess I got him for 3 damage.
Yes. The dagger
It's a dagger.
strikes center mass as he begins to fade. Neither of the balloons come to his rescue. Would you like to describe this?
He's dead?
He is dead.
Okay. Jade gives ooh, cool, awesome. Yeah, so as Jade's flinging her dagger, she gives like just this death stare, and she can almost feel like her essence entering that dagger as it skirts through the sky, and just catches the guy in the throat. And as he's spilling and shooting blood, you can just see her grinning, just this really sadistic grin, like, yeah, I got you. As she just headbutts the ground and tries to breathe for a minute.
Roll bludgeoning damage for headbutting the ground. You feel a sense of accomplishment and pride that is not entirely your own. Are you doing anything else with your turn?
I'm gonna limp a little bit backwards, more towards Tin Man. Not because I like him, just because it's a little bit further away from the area.
Okay.
Aka?
Also, Tin Man, I have done you a great disservice. You should have gone right before Jade, but it is now your turn.
All right. Seeing her retreating, I'm actually going to take a step up to try and kind of get myself in front of her a little bit and rewrite myself. It looks like that cleared the last one. So we just have to concern ourselves with one is at the back, right?
Correct.
All right. So yeah, kind of take a step up, take a scan around, and then turn myself back around, pointing in the direction. What do I see back there? Does it look like anyone's already been working with them?
You can see that Valen and Arnott are both facing that way, Arnott with her rifle shouldered. And Czar is fighting at the very edge of the ship, trying not to be shoved off. Aside from that, there doesn't seem to be anybody else up there, and the hand itself is sort of trying to steer the ship into the edge of the warp, as if trying to jam it into a moving wall.
I'll go ahead and kind of tilt my hat back and look up at Ms. Fox. You all right?
She's just gonna wave him down.
All right. Nico, back of the ship. Let's make it happen. I'm going to go ahead and move up 10, 15, 20 here alongside Valen. And I'm going to go ahead. Do these guys have any balloons? Do I see balloons?
You do. They each have 3.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and aim specifically for the balloons and see if we can clear those out. So I'm going to go ahead, take another shot with the Stargrazer.
Mm-hmm.
19, does that hit?
Oh, yeah.
Do I roll damage?
Go for it.
Beautiful.
Roll a d4 for me, please.
I am bottoming out on these damage die. Okay.
Okay. Next
And
attack.
extra attack. Yep. Gonna go ahead and make another.
Nice.
16 hits, roll damage, and then a d4.
Gonna roll damage. And oh, I maxed out the damage die on that one.
Let's
I'll roll
go.
your d4 there. And I'm actually going to intentionally yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and burn a key point here for my yeah. Sorry, I'm remembering some of what my character does here. It's been a little while, guys.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've been in combat.
It's a crying
This
shame,
is
really.
my first combat with you guys.
Yeah.
And you almost got murked. We're terrible.
Ah.
It's okay, we got you.
Alex, you're muted.
Damn it.
I'm gonna go ahead and do the Kinsei shot.
Yep.
The only reason why I am doing that, I'm certain that my bullets do more than enough damage on their own, but by blowing that, I can then go ahead and make another attack as my bonus action. So I'm gonna aim for a third balloon on a nat 20. Okay.
Get it, Tin Man.
So
Beautiful.
I'll explain the targets that where they hit. I'll let you describe how it happens.
Okay, please do.
The first shot nails a balloon. It pops and disappears immediately. The second
So,
shot
yeah,
hits
go
the clown, and the third shot hits the last balloon. How would you like to do this?
Yeah, no, absolutely. So like I said, kind of run up here, brace up just behind Valen. I'm gonna go ahead, focus those balloons. I recognize those are the issues now. We're gonna go take that down. As soon as that's down, retrain myself right on the clown, and then see the last balloon over there. Oh snap, to the left, and
He falls to the ground, laughing as he does so, and then slowly dissipates like the others have. No sphere drops from the balloons. We come around to Charlotte. Will. Already got her turn. Czar is fighting for his actual life up here.
Oh,
That's not damage.
oh, I'm like, come on, man, don't throw.
And he starts fighting back. His
Let's go.
first swipe lands and pops the second of the three balloons on this first clown. And the second one swipes and misses, but you can see he's emboldened and fighting back. Nico, it's your turn before these hands make another move.
Hearing Tin Man say, "Hey, Nico, front of the ship," well, basically 180. Say, "You got it," and I am going to run between Tin Man and Valen, and posture up about 10 feet in front of the last clown. As I get between where Tin Man and Valen are standing, seeing that it's kind of like cramped space, Nico will shift the mass of his armor and essentially leap over them and kind of like curve his way in front of the clown. As he lands, he'll have summoned the lance, and I'm gonna just make my lance attack through the clown. Let's
All right.
let's hope does a 15 hit.
15 does hit.
That will be 14 piercing damage.
All right. Roll a d4 for me, please.
One.
Okay. Your lance strikes and hits one of the balloons, the last balloon. And from it, the crimson sphere falls to the ground at his feet. Are you doing anything else with your turn?
Yes, I would like to bonus action gravity whip that, and seeing how Valen smashed it before, rather than try and save it, I'm going to gravity whip it as hard as I can at the ground in front of my feet.
All right, roll your attack and damage.
Nice.
26
nice.
definitely
26 and 6 force damage.
You notice as it cracks and the hand itself sort of spasms in pain, but it's still holding. And the orb or the sphere is still in one piece.
Sorry, I guess it wasn't enough.
The clown looks at you, sees that all of its balloons are gone and that the sphere is on the ground, and you see a flicker of excitement in his eye, and notes that you have stepped within the area of influence of this. Oopsies. And he reaches up and he makes himself look like Orvis. The old hunchbacked gnome. He picks up the sphere and starts running, jumping off of the ship and disappearing as he leaves the area of effect. I would like everybody facing this way, so everyone with the exception of Jade, to roll an insight check. A perception check. If your passive perception is higher than 16, let me know. Okay.
Yeah, mine is a 16.
So, Valen and Tin Man. You watch as he leaps from the side of the ship holding this sphere, cracked as it is, and jumps into the astral sea. And as soon as he leaves the effect, the red light, he becomes invisible. Or sort of. You can still sort of see his outline. Think like active camo and Halo. The two of you can still see him. Nico, Arnott, and Zar have all lost the trail, and Jade is a little indisposed to have noticed. Valen, it is your turn.
Yeah, I'm taking one more shot at that thing. He's not getting away with it. And I'm going to continue relying on this newfound clarity in my mind with the heroism, hearing my son's voice, and slap another Eldritch Blast at it.
I'd like you to roll your attacks. Normally I'd give you advantage, but considering he's invisible, you will be rolling at disadvantage, but that evens out. So you'll roll a straight Eldritch Blast.
Hey. Hey man, you better
Taken by surprise, the attack goes wide. The ethereal hand lets go of the ship once more, forms a fist, and I would like Valen, Tin Man, and Nico to each make another dexterity saving throw for me, please.
Oh boy.
Jeez.
17.
Right over here, hunched over as it just goes right over her head.
Oh, that's a D10. I don't want to do that. You're welcome.
It's a lot of green from the DM. I don't like that.
That's a lot of dice, man.
As the fist comes down and strikes the ground, the deck, Tin Man, do you have evasion? I don't believe you do,
you're
but
not
I want to make sure.
Level
no,
7.
I don't think I do. Not this level.
Okay. You will take half damage, which comes out to the tune of 9 bludgeoning damage. Valen and Nico, you will each take 18 bludgeoning damage.
Wow.
It seems that whatever power it had is greatly diminished by cracking this lens.
Where do you want me to put that damage, Mark?
Put it on your armor for now.
Okay, and you said that was 18?
Correct, bludgeoning.
Okay.
Arno will take her shots, attempting to strike the hand as she can no longer see any other targets. If an 18 and a 21 will absolutely hit. Dang, Arno. And you watch as she looks over her shoulder at you, or looks up at you, Nico. I did not miss that time. These are reliable. You see, looks a little sheepish. Admittedly large target. Tin Man, your turn. Jade, you're coming up next.
Okay. Can I still see the outline of this guy?
You can.
All right, I'm going to go ahead, rush over. Kind of steady my weapon on the rail here, and I'm going to go ahead, messed up as I'm feeling, but desperate to put this out. Going to go ahead and take my shot.
Come on. That'll
Oh,
do it.
beautiful.
That'll do it.
Does a 23 hit?
23 will hit.
That'll do, Bob.
How do you want to do
That'll
this?
do.
I'm at 2 HP. Tin Man is not looking good. And like I said, right now, his thought process is he's hyper-focused on the target, and he just wants to see this done. Seeing it get away, seeing the damage it's doing. My hat is probably very flat right now. Run over, put the gun on the railing, kind of take a minute. You see kind of his tin mustache kind of fidget for a bit. He's like, all right. Where are you at, you bread-nosed son of a pop?
And you hear and the hand, well, in space, from the hands of this invisible creature, you see the shattering of a sphere. He comes visible again, and the hand itself begins to dissipate.
Hey,
Tin Man kind of
DM.
rewrites himself, gun up. That's what I call a punchline.
Yes, Nico.
As the hand is fading away, since I took damage from the creature, I'm gonna activate telekinetic reprisal. Like, essentially, as it's like when he fails on the gravity whip of the ball, he's like, wasn't good enough. It's like, I gotta get stronger. It's just gotta work on the armor. And he's gonna look up, and you just see like the eye slit of his helmet gleam that purple gold color. And as he does so, you're just gonna see like a pinpoint of light appear behind the hand, and the hand is gonna get sucked like directly as it getting pulled into the singularity.
The rest of
I think
you
it moves-
watch as the Nico does this. The hand and the light itself begins being pulled into the singularity before it is disappeared. Did you have more to say, Nico?
Nope, that's it. Nico, his armor is looking busted.
Tin Man is looking busted.
Tin Man and Nico, since you're looking that direction, the remaining clown just continues to laugh maniacally. You can almost sense an anger to it as it floats further and further away, sort of getting caught in the wake of your warp. And then as it hits the side of the aether, you just hear, and it goes up in a sort of a magic flame and disappears. And I think that's where we'll call our session for the night.
Oh my gosh, Alex, did you start us off like before we started? You're like, we won't have combat, we don't need more initiative, and look at us, dude. Look at us. Oh my.
You sure about
I
that?
did say
Are
that.
you sure about that?
Hey, I want to thank everyone for tuning in tonight. This was another amazing episode. Mark, thank you so much for putting this together. Every time you knock it out of the park, the voices, the characters. But more so than that, I want to thank you guys, the viewers who've been here watching last week's episode replay and this week's episode. Thank you so much. I really appreciate everything. And Mark's Edit will be up soon on Saturday. So make sure you're ready for that. And Mark, what do you got for us?
Well, don't forget to wash your dice, and in a couple of weeks, we'll see you in the stars.